Hey guys, this is Needham Tucker. And if you're anything like any other business owner out there, you're asking employees to do business work on their personal cell phones. What's wrong with that? Well, stay tuned and we'll let you know. See you real soon. Hey guys, this is Needham Tucker, owner of Katori Technologies. And like we said, we're going to talk today about using a personal cell phone for company business. And so let's kind of jump into this really quick. And so one of the first things you're basically asking your employee to do is use their personal device for work. Now, this is no different than using their car to drive, to deliver pizza or anything like that. You got to compensate your employee for this. And so the number one thing is let's make sure that we're paying our employee for using their phone. I mean, that's the easiest thing to kind of think about. So that's the first thing is paying them to use their phone. The second thing we have to understand is that what you're asking them, if you're asking them to put email on their phone or text messages or use it to take pictures and then email them to somebody, is you're asking them to hold company data on your phone. Now, at the end of the day, you're the business owner, that's your data. But you're then asking the employee to put your data on their phone, so now who owns the data? So what we want to make sure is that you have a policy in place, and what this is called the BYOD policy, Bring Your Own Device policy. You can search online for templates and stuff like that, but understanding, and this is basically what we consider a demarcation point of what is the company's and what is the employees. And what you want to make sure is that you, as the business owner, have the right and have ownership of all of your data that sits on the employee's phone. With that said, you must have the means to remove and wipe that data off the phone without affecting the employee's data. And so if you're using a product like G Suite or using a product like Office 365, you want the ability to wipe that data independently. You don't want to wipe out their camera photos or anything like that of their kids. You don't want to have that responsibility. So make sure you have a BYOD policy in place and make sure you have the ability to wipe that information, or even if their phone gets lost or stolen, you don't want your proprietary data on their system. Also, you may also want to implement what's called MDM. MDM stands for Mobile Device Management. And so you may want to make sure that you have the ability to control the policies on that device. Let's take, for example, that we wanted to control whether the device had passwords or no passwords, the 4-digit PIN or a 6-digit PIN or a fingerprints. So you want the ability to control that, especially if you're dealing with secure data. And all of that really depends on your organization's policies and things like that. So that's number two. The third thing we want to take a look at is where the device is being used at and what on the device is being used. Now, this plays a little bit into the last one, but let's think about this. If you have a policy in your facility to not allow phones inside your facility, that's one thing. But if you also have a policy to not allow cameras into your facility, that's a whole nother thing. And so if you have the ability to have people bring their phones in-house, to use a phone, but they can't have cameras, how are you going to protect yourself? So you want to make sure that you understand your compliance requirements within your organization or within your industry to see what's required for the things that you have to do. Well, that pretty much sums up and bring your own device. We've got three things we went over, compensation for the employee, making sure that you have a good BYOD policy, and also making sure that you follow your compliance policies based on the industry. Well, guys, that sums it up. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.